Hello and welcome to i-nastava. This is English language lesson for the third grade of high school. Today's topic is choosing a career. My name is Rejhana Nuhanović Tadijan and I will be your teacher today. By the end of today's lesson, you will have analyzed different approaches when choosing a career. Before we start, please prepare a notebook, a pen or a pencil, internet access, and a QR code reader. At the beginning of this lesson, you need to take 20 seconds to remember as many of these jobs as you can. So pause this video for 20 seconds and then continue. Now try to complete these sentences with jobs from the previous slide. If you want to help other people plan their holidays, who are you? You are a travel agent. If you want to help people have amazing gardens, you are a landscape designer. If you want to make discoveries in a laboratory, you are a research scientist. If you want to help people have incredible homes, you are an interior decorator. If you want to look after wilderness areas, you can be a park ranger. And if you want to help young people improve their lives, you are a youth worker. When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grow up? Do you remember? Did you know, or were you confused then? Your next activity has several parts, and first you need to watch the video called When I Grow Up. It is quite short, and you can find it when you type in the link bit.ly when I video. It is about a girl who is trying to figure out her future job. After watching it, you need to make notes about the following questions. What is the film about? What's the message of the film? Do you think it accurately represents the pressure of choosing a career? What did the girl finally decide? Have you chosen your future job? And how did you decide? Then use your notes to record your comment. It should be about 1.5 to 2 minutes long. And while recording it, please do not read, but just use your notes to help you. Do you believe there are some jobs which are gender specific, usually reserved mostly for men or women? Are there any jobs containing the words man or woman? Can you think of any? There is one in the picture, a postman. Do you know any others? Please copy this chart and write all the jobs you can think of which are usually considered to be more suited for men or women. Let's check. When you type in the link bit.ly gender jobs, you'll find a longer list of jobs or occupation fields in the UK. Please take a look at the list and find some occupations which are predominantly male, female, and equally represented. Do you find anything surprising? And is it different from Croatia? Your next activity includes a deeper analysis of your chosen occupation. It is on the same website as the previous task, and now you should choose one occupation from the list. It can be something you are interested in, something you are thinking about doing later in life, or something you have already chosen as your career. It's up to you. When you click on that job, you'll find all sorts of statistical data. You need to study them carefully, especially the parts covering the list on the screen. The average annual salary, average weekly hours, average change in weekly pay rate, unemployment rate, employment status, future employment, female and male annual salary and weekly hours, pay per hour, and workforce gender. Your task is to write a report, including your findings about these topics. Translate the statistics into a 150 words long text. If you want an extra challenge, you can choose 2 occupations and compare their statistics. It might even give you some ideas about what you might do after high school. If you are still not quite sure what you want to do for the rest of your lives, a good place to start is to do a self-evaluation. When you type in the link bit.ly self-career, you will find a short video about how to use self-evaluation to choose a career. While watching, please list 4 areas you can evaluate according to the video. And here are the areas: interest, personality, values, and skills. There is also a game for you where you need to match some words, phrases, and descriptions with one of these self-evaluation areas. Type in the link bit.ly for groups C and try it. Do you know what a Venn diagram is? You can see an example here. It is sometimes called a set or logic diagram, and it is a diagram that shows all possible logical relations between a collection of different sets. This example here involves 3 sets represented as colored circles which overlap. This overlapping region only contains those elements that are members of both sets and in the middle of all 3 sets. The first set contains things you are passionate about. The second, things you can do and earn money while doing it. And the third, things you can do to help others in some way or the whole society. For example, you can be an IT engineer. It is a well-paid job and it can be useful to the community. But if it's not your passion, you should choose something else for yourself. Your career should be the middle part. Here is a link to a video where a comedian, Don McMillan, explains his personality and career choice in a funny way. Please watch the video and answer the following questions. What is his other job? What skills does an accountant have? And what does he list as comedian required skills? Now, your task is to create your own Venn diagram. Before doing that, do a self-evaluation. Consider your interests, personality, values, and skills. Then think about what your passion is as probably the most important thing, because you know what they say. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Then think about what jobs could you do in that field that could bring you money and that you could also bring something to the world. But what if you choose something and then you realize it's not the right career for you? Of course, you can always change the path you're on. Nothing is set in stone. Do you know people who have changed their careers and do something completely different now and are quite successful? Do you know any celebrities? When you type in the link bit.ly 6 celebrities, you'll find a text about these celebrities, their initial career choices, and what they decided to do later on. While reading, please complete this table. Write down their names, their initial career, and their career now. Here is an activity to practice vocabulary from the reading text. After this quiz, please try using the words and phrases from the quiz to write 3 completely new sentences not related to the text you have read. We've talked about what steps to take to make your career choices a bit easier, but now we'll focus on what not to do. Please type in the link bit.ly career don't and read the part of the text called Mistakes to Avoid when Selecting a Career. Imagine you need to design something in written form to hand out to students who are supposed to choose their future jobs. You should summarize the text in a concise and memorable way and simplify it. Use meaningful images wherever possible to make your message stand out. You can create a one-pager, a poster, or a leaflet. My suggestion would be to use Canva, but of course you can use any other tool you see fit for this purpose. As your last activity for today, you should write an argumentative essay. This is your prompt. According to Statista website, 84% of employees find salary benefits or financial incentives most important when choosing to accept a job, while 64% of them consider work-life balance to be the deciding factor. There is the link to the website bit.ly statista10, also the code you can scan, so you can check it out, and you should write between 200 and 250 words. When writing your essay, please don't forget to pay attention to its structure. In the introduction, you need to have a general and a thesis statement. In the second and the third paragraphs, you need to have 2 arguments with relevant support for both sides, and in the last one, you should summarize your ideas and give your personal view of the topic. Before starting your essay, do some brainstorming about different arguments and then choose 4 with the strongest support. In the last paragraph, avoid repeating the same vocabulary from the second and the third paragraph. And before you leave, please write down today's takeaways. What are some new words or phrases that you learned? What new information did you find out? Was any of it fun? What new skills do you have? What is the most important thing to remember from today's lesson? And what do you believe you need more practice in? And this is the end of the lesson. Until some other time, bye bye.